We've all done it before. Stayed up late at night, fantasizing about the perfect Bleach Brave Souls character build. Alright, so maybe we haven't fantasized about it, but if you play the game and you watch my channel, you've probably thought about these things, and in light of the recent manga characters that are going to be coming out soon, they'll probably be out by the time you watch this video. I've decided to talk about my perfect builds for each one of these characters. And keep in mind, guys, that these are my personal perfect builds. Your ideas of what is perfect may be different, so keep that in mind when you comment down below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with the first character, Kyoraku Shunsui. And Shunsui is a speed blue character who is heavily SP based, meaning he is going to focus on strong attacks. He does have the highest SP in the game currently, and he has Frenzy, so you're probably going to want to build him towards that strength. So the character links I've chosen for Shunsui are the plus 25 strong attack damage Lunar Ichigo, plus 25 strong attack damage Soon, and the minus 14 strong attack recharge tag team Rangiku. I could have chosen another 20 strong attack, but I feel like this link is too good and it's too beneficial to ignore. So this is all assuming that you have level 10 link slots as well, guys. If you don't, you might want to go with a different configuration, but if you have him maxed out with full 10-10-10, I think this is the optimal character setup, character link setup. Now for the accessories, I've chosen to go with the full SP setup. So in order to attain that, we have to have the 30 spiritual pressure Yuki. We have to have two other 30 spiritual pressure items. For this build, I've chosen the Tension Tai because Shunsui does have a very good special. The special also has a chance to insta-kill, so maybe it's redundant, but if you have a different opinion on that, you could swap out, maybe a Spirit Core, anything else, as long as it has 30 SP on the secondary effect. Maybe even a Pupples would be better than the Tension Tai, but for this build, my personal preference is the Tension Tai. And the final item is the 40 SP Captain Coat. I like the 40 stam items a lot. I feel they're pretty much a necessity on every character, so that is why I chose the Captain Coat. So overall for Shunsui, I think this will give you the best overall damage output, and it'll give you some utility as well. Now moving on, let's talk about my perfect dream build for Toshiro. Toshiro is a red power character, but he does have a soul trait which is minus 12% strong attack recharge. So for this setup, I've tried to do more recharge than anything else, and this is what I came up with. In the first link slot, if you have 10-10-10 link slots, the Frenzy Byakuya link will probably give you the best bang for your buck. Now, I know he doesn't have the best statistics, so you're kind of going to take a hit there, but he does have minus 10 recharge and plus 18 strong attack, and I think that counterbalances the low stats. For the second link slot, minus 14% strong attack recharge Rukia. I think that's a no-brainer. And for the third link slot, you could go with another strong attack recharge link, but I've chosen to go with the plus 25 strong attack damage Yoruichi because this is going to give you great stat increases, and 25% strong attack damage is nothing to laugh about. So that's it for the character links, and for the accessories, similar to Shunsui, I've chosen to go with the full SP setup, and that will include the 30 SP Yuki, the 30 SP Tension Tai, because this Toshiro does have a very powerful special. Once again, it might be redundant because he has a very long freeze and it already does a lot of damage, but I like to use Tension Tais, so that's why I chose that. And as I said before, I think the Captain Coat is pretty much mandatory on every character. So that's my dream build for Toshiro. That's how I would do it. You may choose to go with more recharge on him, or you may choose to go with, a different accessory setup. I think a lot of things would work for this character, but for my personal tastes, this is the way to go. So moving on to the next character, we're going to talk about my boy, my favorite character, my most wanted character out of this banner, Kuchiki Byakuya. What? And Byakuya is a technique green character, and his statistics and abilities make him more suitable for hybrid builds. He has pretty balanced attack and spiritual pressure, he has a good bruiser, he has a good berserker, so you're going to want to try to take advantage of that. And to that end, I've chosen to give him the Frenzy Renji because he's a green character, and he gives you the 18% normal attack damage increase, and the minus 10% strong attack recharge. And the recharge is kind of important because you want to take advantage of that shield as much as you can. Now in the second link slot, I went with the 25 normal attack damage Izuru, and in the third link slot, I went with the 25 strong attack Riruka. Now as you can see, like I said before, this character is hybrid, so you want a little bit of everything. And I think this will give you the best distribution of damage. You know, you're going to hit hard with your normals, you're going to hit hard with your strong attacks, and you're going to have a little bit of recharge thrown in there. Also, remember that Byakuya has the full stamina damage boost of 20%. So if he's at full health, he's already going to have baked in 20% normal attack damage and 20% strong attack damage. So overall, I think this will give him the best hybrid setup as far as links go. And he's going to get some pretty decent stat boosts from Izuru and Riruka. Now for the accessories, I've chosen to go with the Captain Coat once again with 30 attack because I feel like you'll be using the normal attacks a little bit more than the strong attacks. And he does have slightly higher attack than SP, but you could probably swap out a 30 Spiritual Pressure Captain Coat and still be equally effective. For the second accessory, I've chosen to go with the 30 SP Yuki, and the third accessory is the 30 attack Pupples. So you're going to be slightly more focused on attack and normal attack damage than SP, but you still get a decent amount of SP. The Yuki will give you a plus 50 buff to that, and the other items will give you plus 80 normal attack. You could, flip-flop it if you want, but I feel like I want to have stronger normal attacks than strong attacks. So that's it for Byakuya. Let's move on to the final character. And this is the character I think most people are interested in. It's the human form of Sajin. And Sajin is a mind character, orange, so he's a neutral attribute, which is great. He does have flurry, double hit normal attacks, and he does have poise, so that's the super armor, so he doesn't get staggered when he gets hit. And that's going to be an amazing skill to have in PvP and PvE. Overall, he looks like a very strong character, but he is heavily focused on normal attacks. And because of that, I've chosen this setup here. Obviously, you're going to want the orange 25 normal attack Renji, and you're going to want to go all out normal attack. So I've also chosen the 20 normal attack Riruka and the 20 normal attack Hollow Ichigo. So that will give you the best stat increases if you have the level 10 link slots. For the accessories, obviously, you want to go with the 30 attack Golden Chappie. And keep in mind that this is just my dream build, guys. I don't actually have these items. I know they're hard to get. But in a perfect world, that would be a must for this character. Also a must is the 30 attack normal Chappie and the 30 attack Pupples. So you're going to want to have that 176 attack increase, the max attack you can get. If you have this character is going to destroy everything. He's going to be a beast, which is kind of funny because now he's a human and he was a beast before. But anyway, that is the optimal setup for Sajin. For this one, I don't think there's much room for argument. Maybe you could say I would get more damage out of full plus 25 normal attack damage links, but I haven't had the ability to test that, and I think this will give you more versatility because you also get increases to your defense, to your and to your stamina from the link slot upgrades. So those are my 4 dream builds for these characters. I am really hyped for them. They're coming out in a few hours, and I hope to get all 4. But primarily, as you guys know, I want that Byakuya above all else. If he's the only one I get, I will walk away a happy man. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you would do differently for your dream build. And yeah, guys, good luck in your summons. I mean it, man. Let's all get these characters and get to work on making them perfect. Bye-bye.